I am reaching out very strongly and very powerfully to my Instagram people. Okay, normally I don't pay a lot of attention to you, but we're talking to the Instagram people. I have been kicked out of Twitter. I have been knocked out of Twitter. This is what they've done to your social media president. I am now, as you can see, I'm in a white void. I'm in a total white void. I am sort of trapped in this scary place. I'm not gonna, I'm very strong, obviously, but I'm sort of scared. They've taken my Twitter blankie, and I'm very, I like, normally if you told me I was in a white void, I'd say, sounds good, darling. We love being surrounded by white, but this isn't that kind of good white. This is sort of a white emptiness without Twitter. What am I? What am I without Twitter? I mean, I'm still a powerful, very strong, I would say the greatest president. But now I'm notifying my strong people on Instagram, okay? The gram, as the African Americans call it. And some white people who try to sound like African Americans, I hate those. They're some of the worst. They're some of the worst. I no longer have Twitter, but what I do have, I recently joined a very powerful new social media site. It's called Parler, okay? It's called Parler because my supporters hate the French, so they spelled it, it's supposed to be parlay. You know how the French, they're too weak to say the hard R, and if you know anything about me and my supporters, we love saying certain words with a hard R. And so they call it Parler. They call it Parler because they're stupid. Okay, but we love them, but they're very stupid, very sort of low culture, low IQ individuals. So I will be on Parler, okay? It's a very, very pro free speech, and every Thursday we have virtual sexual assault night. So it's a very sort of free speech liberty. We love liberty, okay? But not the New York liberty, because, radical black basketball women, not my cup of tea. So what we're doing now is going on Parler, and you can find me, by the way. My handle is Ivanka69, okay? And it's strong. It's a very strong site. If you like free speech, if you don't like free speech, then, sadly, then you're not probably Parler material. But somebody asked where Roger Stone's wife is. Well, right now she's getting plowed on Parler. They have a little sort of segment called Plowed, and it features our great Roger Stone's wife. But the basic thing is, the point is, I reached out to our great Instagram people because I am stuck right now in the Twitter void, the white Twitter void. Jack, we're not friends anymore. I don't like Jack. He looks like a messed up version of Theon from Game of Thrones. So pray for your president, okay? Your prayers won't be as strong as mine, but pray strongly, as strong as you can, even though you're probably not as great a Christian as I am. And, we're going to fight this. We're going to fight this. We're going to take it to the Supreme Court. And if the Supreme Court says it's not okay, I'm going to tell Sidney Powell and Rudy Giuliani with the diarrhea on his head dripping down, and Jenna Ellis, the world's stupidest lawyer, they're going to take it to the food court, okay? And they're going to argue very strongly against to the Subway sandwich artists, okay? And you'd think the artists would be sort of, radical left sort of artists. But the truth is, they're not. They're very conservative, the Subway sandwich artists. And they're going to, how they're stingy with the toppings. You go, let me get some tomato. And they're like, you get 2 tomatoes, sir. That's all you get, 2 tomatoes. And you go, you son of a bitch. So these sandwich artists are a lot more conservative. Okay, they're probably on Parler. So, my legal team is going to argue this. And they might even talk to, Aunt Annie, the pretzel lady. She's very tough. And we're going to get back on Twitter. But until that happens, it's called Parler. So find me on Parler, handle Ivanka69, and now this is your president leaving. Strong prayers while I'm stuck in the white Twitter void. Okay, so thank you, and now I have to go see what Mesopotamia and Barton are doing. So bye bye, and we'll see what happens. And we're ending video very strongly.